Ravens first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
That's caught by Chris Olave. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They give to Kamara, left side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
First down, and they go right back to him. It's a gain of 12 there. And now they have a 1st and goal.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. He's going to keep this one. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. Derek Carr with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to see those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. First snap, and Lamar's going to throw. On the move, headed right. Complete Derrick Henry. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They've got a man in motion. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. Catch is made down the right sideline. He does it! Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. So a lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Here comes Williams on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Carr. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That's caught at the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 7-point lead in the 1st. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Groupie's extra point is good. And the Saints grow their lead to 8. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Chased out to his right. Still on the move, throwing down the right sideline. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. Pistol snap to Jackson. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. 14-6 is our score. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. He's going to push one deep down the right. Big gain downfield. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Ravens going to give it another go, trying for 2. Jackson throwing for it. Bails out of the pocket quick. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Well, an aggressive mindset not working for them early on here. 2-point tries following both touchdowns, Brock, and neither have been successful.
Well, I hope they worked on a lot of 2-point plays this week because they're going to be chasing points the rest of the way. Hopefully, they can find some better success on future 2-point chances.
This return makes it up to the 3rd. Tackled. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Running left, this is Kamara. And he's only going to take this forward to about the 38. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Carr off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. Handoff headed right, Kamara. Along this sideline inside the 25. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. Another run for Kamara. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Saints working here. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Pistol snap to Carr. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Finds a seam down the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On fourth down, Carr. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They send Aguilar in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll get this to Henry. Juke the defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down throw for Jackson. Caught by Flowers. At the 20. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2. He's throwing for it. Buys time, rolling right. And the pass is caught. 2 more onto the score. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. I don't know about you, Brock, but I can almost feel them going through the 5 stages of grief over on that sideline, watching their would-be touchdown pass in 6 points return the entire way to the opposite end zone for 6 on the other side of the board.
You just don't really believe it's happening until he's, well, 30, 40 yards into his return, and then you're just powerless. Kate, just over 40 times in the history of the NFL this has happened.
Wow.
What a return to add to that list.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson trying to get after the pick. Into the hands of Likely. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. 3rd and just 2 to go. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, here's Lamar. That one's incomplete. Couldn't connect. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And we'll see what they do here on second down. A draw now. This is Henry. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
QB sneak coming. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first. Offense in the hurry up here. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He won't be able to make the catch. It's incomplete. The tip definitely broke up that throw. So that brings up second down. Lamar off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Lamar now from the gun. That's caught for the first. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
He has it. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And look at this return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He beams one deep right side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series. Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing again is Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Back now, pressure on its way. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Saints get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle. Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Saints' ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Second down now, 7 to go. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
They give on 2nd to... Oh, he lost the football! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
He'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Running behind center with Kamara. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. A run now with Kamara. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Kamara. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. The Ravens in victory formation and content to just knee this one out. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close